Sorry, those were hot. Hello, everyone. We're going to get started in this is live. We're going to get started in a second. You guys ready? Okay, so we're going to have about 5 different panels. We're going to go in between me, myself, Dawn Harper Nelson. I need that piece of paper, like bad. We're going to go between myself, Dawn Harper Nelson, and then Tiara Williams. That's going to be conducting the panels. I'm going to go first. We're going to have our women's sprinters. We're going to have Mariah Maxwell, Mia Maxwell, and my girl Natalie Dumas. So ladies, we're going to use the mic between the 3 of you. Just going to pass it back and forth. Okay. Okay, so on this panel, we have the most decorated athletes in history. And I think it's very safe to say that we all know that they're going to leave their mark on their next part of life. So let's start off with Natalie, the Nike Elite athlete that is the Triple Crown Queen. Natalie Dumas, you just completed a Triple Crown that all of us are still trying to comprehend. If you don't remember, she did the Triple Crown of the 400-meter hurdles, 400 and 800. And my question for you is, she did it 2 years in a row. When you crossed the line your junior year after that 800, because we saw how you rolled around a little bit this year in pain. When you crossed the line last year after that 800, did you say to yourself, I'm doing this again, I want more? Or did you say never again and somehow it happened again?
I said, I'm going to bed. I'm done. I'm done. But I was really thinking about next year. I was kind of more focused on just getting through that day, getting through all the races. And then the next year just turned around and I just happened to do all 3 again. And I was definitely came into it more confident knowing that I did it before.
Okay, more confident. Clearly. So I admire you because of your range, right? You have athletes around now in their life that they kind of start to specialize a little more. And when I say range, everyone, we just talked about how the 400-meter hurdle is 400, 800, but she also competes in things like the 200. And so with range like that, what are you trying to leave? What mark are you trying to leave on the high school stage?
Yeah, I think my main goal for my high school career was kind of to be able to have such an amazing range. So when people ask me, comparison-wise, they're like, oh, what's your 200, what's your 4, what's your 8? I just wanted to be good overall and kind of leave my mark everywhere and just show that like athletes can do any event that they put their minds to.
How does that mentally serve you, knowing that you have such range?
I definitely think that it takes a big mindset to just be able to go out there and run certain events. It's hard to go out there and run a 200 and then maybe come back and run a mile because it's completely different. So you kind of just have to switch your mind and be able to just be able to go out there and run what's on the track.
And so since we talked about your range, we never get to hear your favorite event, ma'am. So if you could do one event for the rest of your life and you're happy, what would that event be and why?
I would like to say the 400 hurdles, but in all honesty, I would probably say the open 400 only because there's so many different opportunities when it comes to 400, like relay-wise, with mixed relays or just relays in general. That's why I would prefer to do the 400 so I can just be on a team and with other people.
And so as we've established, you do not run from a challenge. You are here for under 20 to do a double again that shocks us all, 400 and 400-meter hurdles. And on day 1, you have about a 55-minute break in between. And on day 2, she has about a 50 or 55-minute break. But the level has been elevated because it's going to be collegiates that are here, been on this stage constantly. What is the conversation that you've had with your coach, who is her father, to approach this meet?
I think the biggest thing that I will focus on is just taking one event at a time. You can't worry about the event after your race. You have to worry about the one that is in front of you, ahead of you. You have to focus on what you're about to run. So I think at the end of the day, it's the best to just focus on the event that you're about to run and not focus on, oh, I have this, this, and this. Well, let me get through the first event, and then I'll worry about the next one.
Well, I want to say we're all going to be biting our nails to watch you in this double for 2 days straight. Now, let's talk, let me just say it, to the fastest twins that have ever existed. Yes, I said it. I want to start with a video that was posted on the NSAF social media page where you two gave us just a glimpse into your life, right? A glimpse into you drive, to clarify, an hour and 45 minutes to practice and home afterwards. Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay, so question on that. We all know people that have quit a job for less. Where does that discipline come from? Please, where does that discipline come from?
I mean, I believe that we joined Coach McCray for a reason. I feel like Coach McCray has played a big part into our careers. And I just feel like that sacrifice has to be made in order to make the dreams that we want to make come true, honestly. I feel like it's all worth it in the end. I feel like, yes, sometimes the drive does become to get a lot, and it can take a toll on us. But we make it work because we know that this is what needs to be done in order for us to be successful.
And so, Mia, I just heard you say, yeah, that sometimes it does take a toll. So when it comes to these sacrifices, what do you tell yourself, or what do you do when you're faced with things like that, when you have to get in a car and you don't feel like driving an hour 45, or just the energy isn't there? What do you tell yourself, or what do you do to like push through?
Just remembering that this is what I signed up for. I knew that the journey to get where I want to go wasn't going to be easy. And there's moments like, oh, I just got off of school, I just got home 30 minutes later, or maybe even 20 minutes later, I have to get in the car, drive almost 2 hours to practice. Like, I'm tired, but I mean, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. My dad says it all the time. So you got to put in the work. You got to do the things that you want to do to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. So.
Absolutely. So the two of you, your talents have opened so many doors for you, like being in the Nike Elite program. You two have been staples in this program, and you have really made the face of the Nike Elite program just kind of blossom and pop. For you, what has the program kind of taught you about yourself, taught you about the other athletes? What have you learned from this program?
Nike Elite definitely has shown me and Mariah that the true importance of building off of each other. Like, in Nike Elite, there's so many athletes have different stories, different events that all put in the work. So it's nice to see and be surrounded by people who just share the same passion as me and share the same discipline as me that I can build off of and learn from, even throughout everybody else's story. So it's really nice being able to kind of see how everybody else manage everything and still have fun at the same time. So we have fun, we joke and play, but we also lock in at the same time. So it's fun.
I've witnessed it with my own eyes. You guys joke and play, and you have a good time, but you turn into something else on that track. So this weekend is going to be like one of your last times putting on the Nike Elite program uniform. What are the emotions with that, knowing that it's been such a ball for you guys?
It's really bittersweet. I mean, this is my second year being in the Nike Elite program, and it really feels like I've been a part of it for all 4 years of high school. Like, it's really nice being able to share moments like this and even wear the nice uniforms. The uniforms are so nice. I'm going to miss the uniforms. Them uniforms are so nice. But, yeah, it's really, really bittersweet. But I know that where I want to accomplish in the future definitely means that I have to turn this page over and I'm ready for the next chapter in my life. So I definitely will take everything that all the coaches at Nike Elite have taught me and kind of just use that into my future and the plans that I have for myself.
So, Mariah, we're talking about uniforms. You guys are going for your first team. What will it mean to you to be able to put on a USA uniform that you've earned?
It would definitely be really crazy. I feel like my story, I didn't really start off with a lot of confidence, and I feel like I've grown so much in the last 4 years. So just to earn that uniform and to represent USA, it's kind of surreal, and it's kind of like bittersweet because it's just like, even like a year ago, I did not expect me to run this fast. I did not expect me, like, if I told myself my junior year that I was gonna be running this fast and representing Team USA, I'm like you talking about like 4 years later, or like what you mean? But no, it'll be definitely a special moment.
Okay, so all three of you have different training situations. With the twins, you have each other, but then you also have people in your training group with, Coach McCray that are in the Nike Elite program. That pulls something out of you. Natalie, you train not by yourself, but by yourself in the sense that you travel and you go these different places. You have your dad, Coach, but somehow you all are here and you're some of the best athletes in the world. What do you think your training group pulls out of you that makes you know and believe you could be here? And what do you think you training by yourself pulls out of you to be here?
I definitely believe that iron sharpens iron. I feel like with Coach McCray, he built a culture with APXP that, yes, we like to joke around, we like to play, but we know when it's time to lock in, and we know what we need to do in order to get to the places that we need to go. Because we're all, APXP isn't just here because we're APXP. We're here because we earned this right to be here. We ran the times we need to run, and that's not a coincidence. I feel like the culture that was built for APXP definitely helps me, and well, I will take that with me forever, like in my future with track and field. So that's what I think.
I think that, yeah, it's definitely a struggle trying to just be able to do all those practices alone. That's why I tend to just try and find teammates out there that are able to run. I most of the time just look for a few guys on my high school team that would train with me. It's hard, but at the end of the day, you just kind of have to have a positive mindset and remember that you're doing this for a reason, and great things will come out of it.
So I got the chance to sit down with the three ladies yesterday with Dad, Coach, and then their coach. And, yeah, they have interesting dynamics. The hilariousness between Natalie and her dad, you know, we asked them, so who's the toughest in the group? Like, who is Dad too tough on you? Or she's like, no, we're both, like, tough. She's like, he gets on me, but that's what I want. Like, I want more. And then these two, the Maxwell twins. You know, Mariah keeps Coach McCray together. And this one keeps him on his toes. Is this not true, Mia? Is this not true, your relationship with him, keeping him on his toes?
I definitely will say I keep Coach McCray on his toes, yes. But, I mean, it's all fun. I mean, Coach McCray knows that I have a deep love for him. Coach McCray knows that regardless of, we argue all the time, but Coach McCray is Coach McCray. I mean, I wouldn't truly be here without Coach McCray. Coach McCray definitely has shaped me to the athlete, to the woman that I am becoming, and I'm eternally grateful for him. But he do be getting on my nerves. He get on my nerves. We joke, we play, but I mean, you know, that's Coach McCray, so it's chill.
And that's when you keep it real. Last question. Okay, so we had the serious ones. Now I have to know, because we see you guys so serious on the track, we want a glimpse of you off of the track. What is your cheat meal when season is over? Now, Natalie, obviously I want to know from you. I was going to ask your dad, but I want to know from you. And then Mia, I want you to tell me about Mariah, and Mariah, you tell me what Mia's going to eat. So what would your sister eat?
Every single time after we meet, it's always, I need to get a milkshake. Every single time. It doesn't matter where it's from. Mia, I need a milkshake. Ooh, Mia, I want a milkshake. A milkshake and a burger. That's all she want to eat every single time. The
head nod says you got it right. Yep.
Yeah, a milkshake and a burger. Yeah.
Okay.
You say after the meet, but sometimes I eat it before,
Oh.
which probably isn't great.
Insider, breaking news.
Yeah, so actually, I want to say when I did my triple, both nights before, I ate wings. Like, I had wings, yeah, and it's crazy. And it's not the best when you wake up in the morning, but they're good. It's worth it.
Okay.
So Mia is not she's a very simple eater. Like, she doesn't
Nice
like
way to put it.
She's very simple. It really don't take much to satisfy her, but she'll kill some chicken strips and fries. Like, that's really all it takes. We could be anywhere. Like, we went to Texas Roadhouse, and she asked, oh, do you have chicken strips and fries? It's like, you don't want no steak? Like, you don't want nothing else? She was like, no, I want chicken strips and fries. So that's really all it takes for her, and she'd be happy, so.
All right, we know your cheat meal. So I do want to open the floor to the media if they have any questions. Anyone for the sprinters? Absolutely.
Yeah, so I think Tracktown has overall just made it the best experience for me. They are able to work around anything, and they honestly do more of the work, and they're just so, I mean, it's nice to go out there and just, that I'll have videos on me, but they make it so calm and relaxing. They're like, if you don't want us to record this or put this in, then we won't. At the end of the day, they work with me and I work with them. So it definitely does bring pressure having cameras on me, but I think at the end of the day, it does push me to run better. So overall, I've loved working with them, and the whole crew is very nice.
Any other?
Being able to even like simple moments sharing it with Mariah is really really special. I think because Mariah talked about her confidence a lot, we definitely were a little bit different in that aspect. I've always been a confident person. I've always know what I'm capable of, but Mariah has struggled with that. So kind of just seeing the way that she's grown and the way that she's blossomed into the athlete that she's becoming is just truly an amazing thing to witness, especially with her being my twin. So being able to share such a big moment, like making USA's, like that would be really amazing. It truly is a blessing, and like being able to not only just do this for her, but doing this for our little sister as well, so she can kind of see, kind of things that she can do in life, like not even just with track, like anything, any sport, any hobby that she wants to do. So sharing this moment with her would be truly amazing. I would love it.
Uh, uh, mhm.
You guys have a lot of experience really competing against some great fields, a lot of professional fields, but how does that kind of enhance your guys' expectations out here during this meet and kind of get you prepared for this one?
I feel like I've run against a lot of pros this year, and I feel like what I've learned about running against the pros is that it's so important to stay in your own lane. I feel like going into some of these races, I'm the underdog with running against remarkable women like Gabby Thomas, Dina Asher Smith. I could go on, but I feel like taking that here to U20s was definitely going to help me. I feel like, yes, I do have the fastest time coming in, but I shouldn't underestimate my competition because I am running against some very talented young women, and nothing's ever promised. I feel like anything can happen. So really just keeping that humble aspect and keeping that humble mindset will definitely help me for the long run. I think for me, I haven't ran as much pro races as Mariah this year, but I think one thing that I've definitely learned is that truly anything can happen. If you would have told me last year that I would have been placing second at Indoor USA, I would be like, girl, what? Like, what? But it really is a blessing. It truly is amazing, and it really just shows me how far faith can take you. Like, truly just being humble and remembering where I came from and remembering that it all truly is in God's plan and that anything truly can happen if you just remain within his plan. So giving all my worries, giving all my anxieties to him, and kind of just enjoying every moment that I experience is really just a big thing that I've learned.
Kind of piggyback off that U.S. runner-up. Was the end goal to be thinking about going right back here for the 20s? You easily could have gone for the U.S. team, but you decided you guys wanted to shut your season down, and then with the idea is just to focus on the outdoor season with the U20s in mind?
I think definitely at the time that I make that decision, I definitely made it for myself. Coach McCray, my parents definitely didn't want to push me or persuade me to any goal. Like they made it like really simple to the fact like this is your decision. You had this big accomplishment. We want you to make this decision for yourself. And I think ultimately the thing that I do want to accomplish was U20s this year. I think I really was focused on outdoor. And I think like reflecting on my entire indoor season, I had a very long indoor season, and this was my first year having this long indoor season. So really just thinking about the long run and being smart about the decisions that I was making. I was okay with not going to Poland, but I think this year ultimately, yes, is the goal is to get as far as I can with U20s and just really put my gifts on display.
All right. Thank you so much, ladies. We are so excited to watch you guys run and make this team. All right. Thank you. So next up will be our alumni. Okay. Next up will be our alumni. All right. Our alumni section.
So we got alumni and yeah, don't worry. So two big things that came out. So it's just two. He asked me on the Yep. So that part is okay. Yep. And then the next thing is Leandro was in us here when he heard the world record break. So you know he just left NCAA and he was talking about that moment. So he was talking about the world record and all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, because he was literally in the building.
Okay.
All right.
maybe. Yes. Huh? No. Oh no. It's yeah. Here. We're gonna pass it back and forth. All right. First, you got first.
Nah.
You have more experience.
Nah.
More experience.
Nah.
Man.
All right, so I said we're starting our alumni section, but we have one alum and one current, Lee Ezra Brown and Andrew Jones. Listen, I've seen them go at it over and over again. Selfishly, I'm excited to see you go at it again. Okay, we're going to start with you, Lee Ezra. You've had a monster freshman season. I know your standards are high, so I'm going to say it was a monster freshman season. How would you so far say your freshman season went? How would you say?
I think my freshman season went well. You know, I didn't expect to run that fast because, you know, the transition from 39 to 42s, it's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I ran 13:22 and 7:56, which I got the #1 time in the world for the 110 hurdles and also the 60 hurdles. And, yeah, it went well.
Yeah, you talking about when you ran that 13.2. Saw the video. You crossed the line, and he's yelling, "True freshman, true freshman." Who does Lee Ezra Brown turn into when that gun goes off? Because you're so nice right now.
Yeah.
Who do you turn into when the gun goes off?
It's a different me,
Yeah.
you know. Feel like I'm a monster on the line, man, for real. But I turn it on when I'm supposed to, and then when it's off, it's back to the regular me.
So I want to say this to you. You left an impression on me. We never had this conversation before. Last year at NIN, the 60-meter hurdles didn't go quite as planned. You were sad, distraught a little bit. But what it showed me was you were built different, right? Because you came back outdoor season like nothing happened. You clearly went back to the lab or wherever. And so my question is, being in this program put you in those positions where if Lee Ezra Brown shows up, who else is there, really? How did being in this program help you by putting you in those positions, learn more about yourself?
It showed me how my talents can take me a lot of places. Coach Daniels, which is from my city, he told me about Nike program and how it can turn me to a better young man. And it showed me a lot of new people, like made new friends, like Andrew. You know, everybody knows Jay Sean Lloyd, him. We got a rivalry, but that's my guy.
So we talk about the monster that you turned into. When you stood at the line at NC's just a week ago, what was that feeling as a freshman to know I'm at NC's and I'm trying to continue to leave my mark?
Felt good, you know, making it as a freshman is not easy. But I went out there, I gave it my all, even though it didn't go how I wanted. But I'll be back next year.
Okay, so I heard you say that you were not on the track, but you heard about that world record when it was, I mean, it was kind of heard around the world. It was crazy. You got to let us know your first thought. Like, what were you doing? What were your thoughts? What happened?
I think I was doing the acceleration, and then all I hear is new world record, 12.75. I'm like, oh, my God, what did he just run? Like, I'm trying to lock back in, get back in my zone. But once I heard it, I was like, oh, man. Then I tried. But, you know, like I said, I'll be back again.
Yeah, for sure. So, you know, you play football.
Yes,
First, do you miss it?
I miss it.
You
a
do?
lot. Yeah.
What do you miss about it?
Hitting people.
I have heard that before. You miss hitting people?
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
all right. What about football? What have you carried over from football to track?
That dog mentality.
Mm-hmm.
For real. You know, you can play through a lot of things in football, but in track, you really can't. You got to make sure you get taped up if you have to, you know, massage and stuff like that. But I brought the dog mentality to track.
I love that because I talked to Coach Carroll and I said, what makes Lee Ezra Brown different? And she literally said, girl, he just a dog. She said, sometimes I got to pull him back a little bit because he's so much of a dog. You went from a training group, just you were clearly the best. Now you walk over into a training group where other state-type champions, national champions. How was that mentally going from that to now every day somebody's on my tail? How was that?
It feels good, you know, since I knew the guys since high school. We all knew each other. We all was in the Nike Elite program together.
So training with them guys, it feel good. You know, we push each other every rep, and yeah.
Okay, I love that. So let's talk to the guy sitting beside you, Andrew Jones, national record holder, 300-meter hurdles, 34. Andrew, 12:97. You could not run slow this whole entire season. Did you, in the beginning, even envision this season being this ridiculously fast?
Honestly, I would say I did.
Ooh.
It was my sophomore year. I saw Vance go 34, and my first response was, now I'm not going to be the first person to go 34. I'm going to be the second.
Mm-hmm.
So it was always kind of a goal that I had in mind. The 12:97 was kind of unexpected, though. I was like, hopefully I can go 13:1, maybe 13:0. And then I think I opened up at like 13:01 at A&M. So the goal kind of shifted. I was like, let's go 12 now. So before the season, you told me I went 12. I'll be like, are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
But halfway through the season, you told me I went 12. I was like, finally.
I love that. So you keep improving. And you keep improving, but you also keep giving us the best responses after your race, and you post them. So we have no idea which one is your favorite race from this season and why. Yeah, I know. I knew I was going to get you with that one.
Honestly, I don't know. I think it has to be the 300 hurdle, just because it doesn't come with the little asterisks of windy legal. So like that's the real national record. Because, of course, I can say the 12.9 is a national record, but somebody's going to be, well, actually, it had 2.8 wind, so it doesn't really count. So I would say it's my 300.
I love that we get to see what goes on in your head. Like, that's what you hear when people. So everyone out, that's what he hears when you say something negative to him. He changes your voice. I have seen you be a detailed athlete, paying attention to all the things of dotting all your I's, crossing all your T's. You're a very appreciative athlete. I've seen that in this program for the last 2 years. What has it meant for you being in this Nike Elite program and representing them on the national stage?
I mean, it just means so much to me. I think I was a freshman or a sophomore when I first saw, I think it was Jaden Keegs and Lillian Hart, and they were Nike Elite. I was like, what is that? Like, how do I get into that? In my junior year, I still saw people do it, and I was like, dude, that would be so cool if I can get into that. And then the end of my junior year after state, and I was told that I was going to be on it, I was like, oh my gosh, I was looking up to people that were on Nike Elite, and now I'm in the spot where I was looking up to. So just being in this position with all these people like Tate Taylor, all the the high level guys, and I'm kind of just almost on the same playing field as them, and just thinking about that is always crazy to me.
So being in this environment, what's something that you've learned from, as you said, brushing shoulders, you, Andrew the Great, and then a Tate Taylor the Great, Dylan Mitchell the Great, all of the greats?
I think it's something that everyone says to me is everyone thinks the top of the top are these super cool dudes, they're like this, blah blah blah, but everyone's just normal. Everyone's I would have no idea talking to you, Andrew, that you were you was number one. I was just Tate's completely normal dude, Dylan's completely normal dude, everyone, they're just normal dudes that can just run pretty fast, and because they put in the work.
Again, the voice came out. That's all I'll ever hear now. No, it's great. Let us know the real Andrew. Okay, so the countdown is over for both of you. We're here. You can see the track. You can almost reach your hand over and touch it. We're trying out for a team here in just a day. I mean, we're here. What is it going to mean for you all to cross the line? What is a mission accomplished for Andrew Jones end of this type of season where you're yes, what is a mission accomplished for Lee Ezra Brown here?
I've been wanting this since my junior year. I was racing against guys like Jacoby Tharp, Andre Cormarker, and I didn't make it. I got third. I didn't know it was top 2. I thought I made the team because I was thinking it was top 3. But, this is my year to make the team and wreck that blue, white, and red.
You want to say it again? Okay.
I mean, it's the same thing for me. It's my dream to wear the USA kit. That's got to be such a great feeling. And if I of course, my goal is to cross the line in first for the 400 hurdle. Hopefully, run a pretty fast time. Hopefully, around 49.5, 49.3. And then the big goal is to qualify for both my events, which is going to be pretty difficult because of the schedule's pretty tight. Yeah. But if I qualify in both events, I will not have a single complaint ever.
I was going to mention that schedule right before we wrap this up. How, like mentally, you just said it, like, oh man, it's a tight schedule. Does that bring any extra nerves, or are you just standing on, I'm ready for this moment?
It definitely brings extra nerves. I'm kind of focusing. I'm trying to focus more on the 400 hurdle because I've done all my training in the 110 hurdle. Like nothing I do now is gonna change my fitness for the 110 hurdle after the 400 hurdle. So I just need to lock in on the race, the first race, which is the 400 hurdle, and just try to run a fast time. Like I've chased times in the 300 hurdle. I've chased times in the 110. Now it's time to chase times in the 400 hurdle. So that's my focus right now.
I love it. Okay, so both of you had unimaginable seasons. Can you give me one word that describes your crazy seasons?
You got it first.
You got it.
One word.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'll just say
One sentence?
I'll just say completed.
Okay.
Like everything I've done, like all the goals that I've had, I've completed them. I've achieved them. So completed or achieved.
Love it.
I was gonna achieve.
I stuck it already.
Huh?
Achieve. Trying to think too. What's a word? One word.
Okay. One word to describe, or it could be a sentence, or just tell us briefly how you feel, just how this season went. Just
Yeah, I'll say
to
how I
describe.
feel.
Okay.
I feel like I did everything that I was supposed to do, you know, as a freshman, even though age or nothing don't matter once you're in that NCAA. I feel like I put the hard work in and it showed on the track. And I give a big thanks to all my coaches that helped me. You know, I wouldn't be here without them, my mom, and yeah.
So hold on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I want to say red, white, and blue. Okay.
Okay, so since this isn't live and I understand that editing can happen, the question that I asked him, he felt uncomfortable. He had a little blip in how he said it, and so I know how media goes. So you guys edit that for him. All right, I'm going to ask him the question again. So what will it mean to you, Lee Ezra Brown, to represent that red, white, and blue?
It will feel good because I tried out my junior year. I didn't make the team. I got third place. Even though I thought I was top 3, I was racing against Jacoby Tharp and Andre Cornmarker, who are some wonderful guys. And this is my year to make the team and rock that red, white, and blue.
There we go. All right. Any questions from any of the media? Okay.
Just looking at the big year you guys had as freshmen at Georgia, just how excited does that get you guys looking forward? I know obviously Coach Carroll's done a phenomenal job, and I'm not just saying that because he's standing behind. But it's clear that he's changed his program for the better. It seems like there's going to be some big things happening on the men's side.
How can I answer that? Coach Carroll, you know, she did a lot for us, changing things around. Think I'm one of the best hurlers in Georgia history. It wouldn't be happening without her, Coach Kareem, Coach Malia, Coach Cal, you know. And just be on the lookout for us next season. We coming.
All right. Okay, thank you so much. All right, thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
We will have our male sprinters next.
All right, we can have our male sprinters join me. Jake Odie Jordan, Tate Taylor, Dylan Mitchell, and Blake Hamilton join me in the front. Our star-studded field. You're going to be sharing the mic. All right. So, as I said, this is a star-studded field. The times that these guys have ran is historic for our sport, for the future, and we're so excited to have them here with us today. So to get started, since Blake has the microphone, we'll get started with you. Blake Hamilton, NIN runner-up indoors, all conditions high school record with a 1986. What an incredible season that you're having so far. Give us a little rundown of what's led to the success that you're seeing.
It's just definitely been a lot of hard work, you know, in the offseason as well. Just making sure that I follow my coaches and, make sure that I'm just doing everything to the maximum of my ability, go out there and, just with the competition as well, running with Dylan and just the whole season has been absolutely phenomenal.
I love that. I feel like you have a new sense of stardom to the sport. How has that been?
It's definitely been an adjustment, having to take pictures and stuff like that. But, I'm trying to treat it as much professionally as I can, make sure to keep my head down and keep working. Job's not done until it's finished,
I love that. So I feel like we're introducing you to the track world. So give us something about your story that you want people to know.
This is definitely all new to me. I never ran in like nationals and stuff before. I've never been to Hayward Field before, so this is my first time. It's absolutely amazing. This view is awesome. Getting to meet all these new people. All this new accomplishments I've had. It's definitely been a true blessing from God, and I'm just grateful to be in this position that I am today.
First time at Hayward, what you think? Are you excited to get on the fast track? Tell us about it.
I'm always excited to go fast,
I love that. Go ahead and pass the mic to Jake Odie Jordan. Jake Odie Jordan, Team GB. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. 994 all conditions, NIN 200-meter champ. Let's act right up here, guys. Lock in. All right. So every time you run the 100 this season, it seems like you've gotten faster. So what are some things that you learned about that event?
I try to make less mistakes than the last time, learn from my mistakes, and just keep going faster. Unfortunately, I've been unlucky with the win, but hopefully at Hayward it'll be good.
Hopefully. Now, you haven't run that many 200s. What's that about?
I'm just saving it for World U20s.
Oh, yeah. What you saving?
We'll see.
Okay. So you're only completing that NO win this weekend, which gives you a huge advantage over this sprint field. So what event do you think will be the hardest for you?
Probably the 200 since the prelim and the finals on the same day. But either way, I'm going to see it through and see how I do.
Yeah, do you feel like you have an advantage since you don't have that many races compared to everybody?
Yeah, but I'm going to be kind of bored the next 2 days not running, so I don't know. We'll see.
What are you going to do to pass some of that time by?
I'm gonna just watch the meet, watch the World Cup, and just be in the hotel. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Pass the mic to Tate. Tate Taylor, our national record holder in the 200 meters with a 1997 and 995 all conditions in 100, and our defending NON champ. What's up, Tate?
Hi, T.
You had a historic season so far. What would be the icing on the cake for you?
That's a good question. I think my season has been pretty good. I think the icing on the cake would really be kind of later in the season, right, at the U20 Worlds. But as of right now, just continuing to push the limit and, do what we've been doing.
So you have a full work shift balancing U20s and NON. So tell us how you're going to balance both of those and what will be the hardest part?
Oh, it's not going to be too difficult. I mean, we train for stuff like this, just going through the rounds, making sure we stay healthy, doing the right things in between races. And I'll say the hardest part probably going to be the 4x4 at the end of the meet. Oof, I don't know if I'm being that one, but we'll see, though.
You're not doing the 4x4, are you?
I'm in it.
You in it? Thank you, guys. Let's move on. You're trying to make your first U.S. team, Tate. What does that mean to you, and how are you staying calm through it all?
Oh, it means a lot, dude. Making Team USA is going to be a very good experience. I think it's going to be fun, especially because Worlds is literally back here, at historic Hayward Field. So I have a lot of history here. I got a lot of reps done here, so I kind of would get a good feel. And realistically, just to rep USA on my chest, man, it mean the world. It's a big blessing.
I love that. Dylan Mitchell, football star / track star. 998 all conditions, NIN 60-meter champ. Dylan, you've been undefeated all year in 100 meters.
Yeah.
And in fact, your loss was last year at this meet. So tell us about how you maintain dominance in this 100 meters.
I mean, last year I came out here, ran the worst race of my whole season, ran tempo. So I know I couldn't come out and lose anymore, especially since I knew Tate was going to come out with an amazing season. So it's just really just working hard and staying consistent.
So what are some of those changes you made in training or off the track to help you lead to this dominance in the 100?
Well, once football season ended, I stopped playing football as much since I couldn't really maintain training hard and being able to lift all day. So just been really working on my form, working on my getting explosive.
So you're the youngest up here, but age doesn't mean anything on the track. So tell us some things you learned about yourself as an athlete.
Really just that I am who I think I am. I never knew if I was going to be able to come out and be able to compete against the best like Tate, Jake. Like I've always seen them on the track, but I never knew I was going to be able to come out and compete against them. So being able to come out here and be in a good race with all of them is just real eye-opener for me.
I love that. So I got to see you train in Houston with Coach McCray and APXP. Tell us about the preparation that y'all put in to do this double meet, this double header.
I mean, Coach McCray been working us hard all year, so it's just I don't know why he's back there shaking his head, but it's been real eye-opening, some long workouts, but some really needed workouts to get me where I'm at.
I love that. Now, just to open the floor, this is a question for all of y'all. So Tate had an interview with Runner Space recently, and he said that he would be running 9.9 3 times. So how do you feel about Tate saying that he's running 9.9 3 times?
If Tate running 9.9 3 times, they're running it right behind him. I'm gonna be in front of him. I'm telling you, yo.
I did not say I'm going 9 3 times. I meant you were going to see 3 9s at the finals in one race. 3 different people going 9. That's what I meant. I did not mean I'm going 9 3 times.
Okay. Well, thank you for clarifying that for us.
L interpretation, bro. L read it.
Who are the 3 people that's going 9.9? Just predicting. So y'all, 3 of y'all are training with Coach K, correct? Blake, Jake, and Tate. So pass the mic to him. Let us know a little bit what are those days like training against the top high school kids in the country?
Oh, it's amazing. Just getting to be out there with a competition. Running against these guys. It's awesome. Always gonna have to push me in every rep that I do.
And Jake, tell us a little bit how it was for having Blake joining y'all's group.
It really helped me because I have a really good start coming from this year, and Blake has a really good start also, so it kind of gave me that edge to work on what I need to and stay focused on my own race. And just smoke him every time we at practice.
So y'all also coming together to run a 4x1, correct?
Yes, man.
So tell us a little bit about that. Who's doing what leg? How did the idea come apart?
Who? Me.
You're the one that texted me.
What you mean? Oh man. I remember I saw Dylan, and I was wondering where who he's gonna run with for the 4x1 this year, because on Instagram and TikTok people always talking about, oh, this should be the 4x1, they would go crazy. So I was like, you know what, let me see what Dylan's on. So I texted Dylan, we made that happen. Dylan got to Coach K, and here we are today. We're ready to go run something fast, something that no one would expect, and it's gonna be a show for sure.
I love that. What leg are you running?
I'm running first leg.
Oh, first leg.
Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
what? Give us a lay of the land. Who's all doing what?
I'm first leg, Dylan's second leg, Jake is third leg, and then Tate is last leg.
Okay. We looking forward to seeing it.
Oh yeah, I'm ready. We are all ready.
Okay, so I want to open the floor up to questions. Does anybody have any questions for this group? Go ahead, D.
Okay, my question is for the entire group. You guys are making history, but you guys are also still teenagers. So how do you balance enjoying these moments while keeping the perspective that you guys still have a lot of your careers?
Really just have fun with it. Don't take it too serious because we're still young, obviously, but we run with a chip on our shoulder. So we try to go out there, have fun, especially since we're friends. It makes it a lot easier. Of course, we're competitive, but at the end of the day, we're friends, so it's going to be all fun and games.
Yeah, definitely like Jake said, just making sure you gotta have fun with everything you do, because if you take it too serious, then it's not gonna be fun when you're doing it, So just go out here and just do the best we can, knowing that at the end of the day there's still more to come. We're never finished. Just make sure to have fun whenever you're doing it.
It's really just building up what they said. Honestly, just having a blast while you're doing it. Don't try to beat yourself up about one race, and just keep on building on your races.
Basically the same thing as they said, just understanding that God put us here for a reason, what I'm saying? We look up to him, thank him for the opportunity, thank him for the moment, and like they said, just have fun. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
You guys clearly have some great camaraderie together. Tell me about your favorite part about competing against each other.
My favorite part about competing against all these guys is when I win, I get bragging rights. That's the biggest thing. But nah, it's really fun. We have a good time and we're family. We love each other.
But see, like, he doesn't win very often, so when he gets the bragging rights, he takes it very heavily. So yeah.
It would definitely be interesting to see who wins. Personally, obviously I'm biased. I think I'm gonna be winning. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's all good. Hey, we go. Hey, we gonna see what, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, y'all see what happened in the 60 meter, honestly. So we just gonna have a repeat of same repeat from the 60, and I'm finna come out on top. It's just love running against them, especially since I know I can't have a bad race. So it's just me putting my best foot forward.
Let me ask a question. If you get in first place, who you got getting second place in 100?
Probably Tate.
Okay.
Cause his start ain't the best, but his top end is crazy.
Okay, Blake, in the 200, if you take first place, who you got getting second place?
Tate. I mean, it's very self-explanatory. I mean, he has the win legal national record, so definitely very, very excited to get to run against him outdoor. Yeah, that's gonna be it's gonna be a great race.
Y'all first time
sure.
racing each other this year, right?
Outdoor. We raced each other indoor.
Mhm.
But what? Oh yeah. So we U20. So me and Tate, it's gonna be very, very. It's gonna be a great race for sure.
Jake, if you win the 100, who you got getting second place?
I got Jarvis Tubbs. Yeah. Oh, you're not here? I got. That's a difficult question. I got Benjamin Harris.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Tate, if you win the 200, who do you got getting second place?
Hold on, I got.
You said if I win the You said if I win the 200, who I have getting second?
Yes.
That's okay.
Lock in.
I can't stand y'all. Who I got getting second? It's gonna be close. Definitely not Dylan though, but it's gonna be close between Jake and Blake.
Okay. Any more questions, Denise?
Oh Lord.
My question is for Tate. You spent the year racing against Olympians and world champions. What's the biggest lesson that you have that you can apply?
The biggest thing I can take from those races is understanding that I've been on that level before. You know, when I race Dylan, it's absolutely nothing compared to racing Noah Lyles or somebody else like that. So, you know, just taking that experience and realistically just understanding that if I can have fun there, then I can have even more fun here, you know, just playing around with my guys and going out there and just executing what we're supposed to be doing.
Coach K, you got a question?
Who'd I have win 100? That is a great question. I'm not gonna lie. You know, after watching Dylan all year long, I feel like if he has the start that we know we can have, he gonna have to hold it. Yeah, hold on, let me get to that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but like realistically, like knowing with how well Dylan runs, you know, if he has a start that we all know he can run, I feel like it's gonna be a really, really good race. Obviously, Tate with his top end and Jake with his top end as well. I said your top end. I don't know. I honestly, I got Dylan. I got the. Okay. I feel like I really feel like Dylan's like the underdog in this race, but that's a bad take. Let me hear your take. Okay.
Tate is not walking me down like he did in state. That's not happening again. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay, I like that.
Your start is not that. I ran 6:59 to 60. You ran 7:1. Let's do it.
Clearly, y'all ready to race. Clearly, y'all ready to race each other. Any more questions? Wait,
let's hear what Jake has to say.
I just feel like y'all are sleeping on Ben and me, and like I don't know. You know
okay, we're gonna take another question.
Yeah.
Keenan.
On the subject of World Cup, because you did mention
France.
There's a scenario where USA versus England is going to happen potentially on July 4th.
Give me USA.
Who do you think's got the chance?
Not USA. I'll tell you that. Not USA. I got England by 3. Yeah.
Wow.
It's over.
Anybody else watching the World Cup?
Tay, I know Tay, you be watching this all, you know. Now you don't be watching. Is this Jake?
Any other questions? No? Thank you guys. We can't wait to see y'all line it up.
I'm excited.
Don't forget Tate 171.
All right, we're ready for our next panel, which is going to be our distance girlies, Ellery Lincoln, Blair Bartlett, and Ellie Barada. Join me on the stage. Well, not the stage, but you get the gist. Hi.
Blair, take the mic. I want to hold it.
Well, since Blair has a mic, we'll start with you, Blair. U.S. #1 in the 3K, 16th at World Cross. First of all, just let us know all together, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while, so how is everything?
I'm doing well, yeah. Just super excited to be here.
Yeah, back at Hayward?
Yeah, super cool.
I love that. So you're known to be super kind, just like as you are right now. What does that competitiveness, that like ultimate aggressiveness come from on the track?
Yeah, I think competition is always something that's fueled me since I was just really little. But it's definitely not like a zero-sum game. I think it's always important to be a better person than you are a runner, as Paul would say a lot. So that's just what's really important to me.
I love that. Now, I know you're like, how many years are you in the sport of track and field?
I did a little bit of middle school track, but I wouldn't really say it counted. So I'd say this is my 3rd year.
Your 3rd year. Do you still feel like you're brand new to the sport, or you feel like you kind of got your legs now?
I feel like I'm always learning, but definitely a bit more experienced than I was when I started.
I love that. So you have represented Team USA before. You have ran in the world stage before. So does that make this week a little easier for you?
I wouldn't say easier. I'd say just exciting and a new challenge, and I try to take it one meet at a time. So
I love that. Talk about your preparation to make your second Team USA.
Ooh, I think just as always, just focusing on mentality, working hard in practice, and just loving the challenge.
Yeah. Give us one fun fact about you off the track that many people don't know.
Ooh. I have 2 siblings.
I love that. I hear you can sing. Can you sing?
I like to sing, yeah.
I love that. Okay. One day we'll have to hear something. Maybe not today. Ellery, we're going to start with you. Ellery, you've been having your U.S. #1 in a mile with a 4:27.65. You've been having an incredible season, winning a lot of big races at that. So what has led you to this breakout season?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing has just been consistency over time. I had a lot of interruptions last year with like untimely sickness, so I wasn't able to really pull something together when it mattered last year. So I think it's definitely been a slower build this year from indoor to outdoor. But I think it's really paid off in the back half of the season, kind of just like running local stuff earlier on and just kind of stacking the bricks so it all comes together like when it counts.
we were talking earlier, you said it's like your 5th trip to Hayward so far this year. So it's kind of like a home track for you, and it will be your home track next year. Talk about the opportunity you have to make your first Team USA here at your future home track.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely the big pull factor towards U20s this year was the World Championship being held here. So that opportunity to potentially represent Team USA at my, future home track was really exciting and kind of an opportunity I couldn't pass up.
I love that. So how are you maintaining your confidence and also while being calm during these 2 events?
I mean, I used to have the worst race anxiety of probably any runner you'd ever met. I would literally puke before every race. But I think that's really something that's changed this year for me is I don't feel out of control before racing because I am able to trust my training. It's harder to feel unprepared and super anxious when you can look back at the work you've done this season and kind of know that you're ready. So I'd say kind of just approaching races with confidence and kind of trust in my body again that I've been able to relearn.
I love that. So I know you just said you raced with some anxiety. How have you kind of got out of that system?
Yeah, again, kind of just being able to do the work day to day and be able to complete workouts and have that consistency. Having this body of work to look back at and be able to put trust in has really made a huge difference for me. And also just at the end of the day, it is just running and challenging yourself is a really fun thing too. And it never sucks as bad as you think it will. You can handle things and you can do hard things, and I think that's something one of my biggest takeaways from this year.
I love that. Now this is your one of your major last high school meets, which is crazy to say. Oh, you're junior? Oh my gosh, I'm just kidding. You have a whole nother year. So let's just forget I even said that. So we'll go ahead and start with my girl, Ellie. NON champ, NIN champ. Now you haven't raced that much this outdoor season, but obviously you're here and you're ready to go. So you're not a stranger to a Nike national title at all. What has your preparation been like entering into this event?
Yeah, like you said, I haven't really raced a ton outdoors this season, just with how my high school season went and just the coaching and things there, which is kind of like a blessing and a curse. I think it's obviously I'm seeing all these people go out and run in these really fun meets and go to these, go run crazy times. And it's I feel a little impatient about it. But at the same time, I've just been training and training and training. So I think that really sets me up nicely I told Julie earlier that I feel I'm kind of bursting at the seams almost. I'm really ready to go race some really tough competition and get back out on a track and feel those, feel the electric vibes of Hayward and just kind of feel that adrenaline again. So that's what I'm looking forward to, and I think that's kind of where I'm at, and looking to do something really special this weekend, hopefully. So
I love that. Is there anything you see in training that gets you extra excited to race again?
Yeah, I think that in the past few weeks I've had the opportunity to train with some guys and some other people that are really passionate and very dedicated to the sport, and I feel that's really pushed me the past few weeks, and I think that's kind of showed me what I can do, and it's really raised my confidence, and just the past couple of workouts too, just knowing what I'm ready for. And I think that although I haven't really had these races under my belt, and I don't really have the outdoor times to show what I think I can do, but I feel all that matters is that I know what I can do, and there's a few other people that know what I can do, just that have been around my training. So I think that that's something that'll show this weekend, and yeah, I'm really excited about that.
I love that. Okay, this is your senior season.
Yes,
for sure.
this is
Yes.
mine.
Okay, you're the only senior up here. So, just how did your senior season kind of end the way that you wanted it? I mean, you won state and things like that. So, just tell us a little bit about your senior season.
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of my best friends on the team, so it's been really fun to just train and get my last time, workouts and practices and meets with them has been super special. And the last state meet, we were runner up as a team, and I won my event. So I think you can't really ask for more there, and just I feel I'm in a good spot to just continue working, and I don't feel I'm towards the end of my season whatsoever. Just I feel I've not done as much as as much as I probably could have been, like with racing and all of that. So I think that I'm just very fresh. I feel very fresh, and
That's
I
good.
feel like my season's kind of just starting. So
I love that. Give us some fun facts about you off the track.
I was trying to think of something since you asked Blair that, and I feel like I was thinking about this earlier, and I was like, this would be a great fun fact when someone asks me what a fun fact about myself, and I can't remember what it is now. I guess I'll just say like I'm a soccer player. Well, I guess not anymore, but I've always been a soccer player. That's always been my main thing. I've kind of like very recently turned to be a track girly. So that's what I would say is I've always been a soccer kid, and yeah, it's kind of was my main jam.
Are you tuned into the World Cup?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, you got any hot takes
I don't
for us?
actually I'm not a huge soccer like watcher really, but like
Okay.
when the World Cup comes around, like I'm always, watching, cheering on. So we've had it on. So I don't know. I feel like I don't have enough
information.
Yeah, I really don't.
That's fine. Okay, Ellery, give us a fun fact about you off the track that most people would not know.
I like to sew.
Oh.
I've been taking a product design class.
Okay.
That's what I want to major in.
Okay.
I've made some jewelry too.
Okay.
I'll do some soldering. I don't know.
I like that. So what are you sewing? Like, are you fixing clothes or are you making clothes?
I've definitely hemmed quite a few things.
Okay.
I recently made a top from a pillowcase. That was the first thing I've done like from scratch.
Okay.
But I think it turned out pretty good.
Okay. I like that. We love a good hidden talent, you know?
I
Okay.
wouldn't say I'm talented.
Be an incredible experience, of course, and just, yeah, it's just super special.
Oh. You can start. Yeah.
Ellery, you talked about how last season the sickness and stuff kind of derailed things and started as a slow start, but now you're running some of your fastest races ever. You did a couple of festival miles. In what ways do you feel like, despite the adversity you had to overcome last year, how do you feel like in that way that prepared you to go out there and figure out fast?
Oh yeah, I've said this. I think even though I faced a lot of setbacks that like really sucked in the moment, I'm not necessarily glad that they happened, but I'm really grateful for the lessons I learned from facing so many setbacks in a row. 'Cause when every single race of like an entire basically a calendar year does not go your way, you kind of start asking yourself like, why do I keep showing up? Like, what's my why here, you know? And I think just like finding the things that I like about running that aren't necessarily just tied to the time on the clock or like place in a race. And you really find that like intrinsic motivation and like, I think I really leaned into like the people around me and, 'cause at the end of the day, like that's what is like the constant in like the journey, you know? So yeah, leaning into the people around me and like kind of that like like day-to-day wins and like small wins, that kind of like that stacking brick mentality of like just constantly trying to get better in like small ways and not necessarily just like chasing fitness all the time, but kind of like more process oriented goals. And I think I wouldn't be running the times that I have like this season if I didn't learn those lessons early on. And I'm actually grateful that that happened my sophomore year when the stakes were a little bit lower. But yeah. Yeah. Definitely like my teammates. I feel really lucky to be a part of. It was a little bit of a funky situation of like my first year in Nike Elite was also the year that I was not running very well, but that support system, like the people that make the Nike Elite program possible are so dedicated to these kids and supporting them throughout, like through setbacks, and not just like looking for kids to constantly just like show off their times. Like there's so much that happens behind the scenes to support us just as people too. Like I never felt like their belief or their support in me wavered, and I think that's been a big piece. And like coming here to this meet, like I still feel the same amount of love today as I did a year ago when I wasn't running my best. Like we have a really special group of people behind us. I'm so excited. There really is like no track in the world quite like Hayward Field, and I think it's for a couple reasons. Like, you know, they call it Tracktown USA for a reason, not just because it has a really historic university and like a beautiful track, and there's also something really special about like the fan base here. Like the citizens of Eugene are like track fans, like, and they love track and they love their Ducks so much. I think that's something really, really unique to U of O, and like something that I find really special about, especially like as a kid from Oregon going to U of O. I think there's something like there's a pretty unique opportunity there, and yeah, I'm excited and I want to try to do really good for the Duck fans.
Keenan?
Mm-hmm. Obviously, because you're a future North Carolina Tar Heel, but watching a race like that, you know, what kind of energy does that bring for you into a meet like this, knowing that this track is really fast?
Yeah.
And it can deliver some very remarkable qualities.
Yeah, I think it just shows that the track world, like everybody just, you know, just going up and up and up. And that definitely was on display this past week at NCAA's, and specifically the 800 was pretty remarkable. I mean, Michaela ran the 4th fastest time in NCAA history and the 7th fastest time in NCAA history and got 4th in that meet. So it kind of just shows like what's happening and what's happening here. And I think that people just, you know, being in this environment just like, you know, sparks something different in you, and being in a place where there's people that, you know, care about track and are here to watch athletes run fast times and compete against each other, and just like being at Hayward, being in Eugene, like Ellery said, where like it is a very big deal to be a runner here. And I think that's something really special, and I think that brings the best out of people, and I think that's going to happen for the 800 at U20s too. And I think that these girls are all very, very competitive, very, very hungry, and I think that we're going to get a little Hayward magic, as just like NCAA 800 did. So. You know, I think it could, yeah. I think once we, you know, get through the prelim and into the final, I think that the times that people are running and the times that people are capable of running might very well break that 2-minute barrier, and there's a few people that are very much on the verge of that. So I think that it is going to take something. I think it's going to take a really fast time to get through and be a part of that world team. But I think that, you know, I think that there's a lot of girls that are ready to do that. So I think it's going to be fast, and I think that it's gonna take, you know, it's gonna take some grit to be those first few that cross the line. So I think you're right. Yeah.
Oh, tennis.
Yeah, it's definitely inspiring, and just like all of the what everyone's doing right now at the NCAA level and at the pro level that I keep up with is just, it's absolutely insane. And I think that definitely pushes me, and I think it pushes a lot of the other girls as well. And so I think I wouldn't say there's like a specific number that I'm chasing. Like I said, like I don't really know what I know that I'm capable of going faster than I have, but I don't know what that is yet, just because like the limited like racing that I've done. So I'm really just looking to, you know, make it through the first round at whatever that needs to be, and then I just be one of those, like win U20s or be second, you know, be one of those two that gets to be on the world team. So I think whatever that takes, like I think I'm capable of that. I'm just not sure what that is yet, but like I said, I do think that it's gonna take some really fast times. So, but yeah, I think I'm ready for that. So yeah.
Any other questions? Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
There'll be one more panel, and it'll be for our field girls.
In the middle? Oh, here. You go here then.
Yes, come closer.
Oh, no.
Exactly.
No,
Come
no,
closer. I just got to talk to Coach Kills.
The self-sacrifice is always.
What kind of
Make sure
questions
you-
are you gonna ask? I'm so scared to say.
It's gonna be good ones. Don't you worry. She's okay. The ladies are nervous about their questions, especially Ava. It's gonna be all right. Look at that as I collect it. We're gonna have fun up here, Ava. So we have our field. The ladies that put the field in track and field, and oh, do they keep it entertaining? Oh, you see that I did there, Ava? See what I did there? You liked it. I know you did. Okay, yes, but no, from your right to your left, Addie Stuyvesant. You have Jesseline Massey throwing crazy just a few weeks ago. And then we have Ava. Oh, she's still a baby. Should you be outside without supervision? Okay, here we go. Okay, but no, seriously. Okay, we're going to start with Jesseline. Because are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The bombs that you were throwing at state, national record holder and state title all in one. The best picks. I got emotional because the pictures that she posted on her social media give you all of the things that she was feeling when she let the bombs go. Let's talk about how everything seemed to come together at state. How did things click? How did you feel it before? Talk us through what you felt on that day.
Yeah, so on that day, the warm-up was really good. I threw a couple bombs in the warm-up. I go over to my coach. He goes, that was it. And meeting the state record, we didn't know how far it was, but we just knew we had to repeat it going into the final and just like stay on the cues that we were on. Really, the goal was just execute, and I did.
Yeah, she said it so nicely. I did. It was just, yeah. Okay, I want to know about this Dave & Buster's.
Oh.
It is.
Y'all saw that?
Yeah, girl, I want to know all the tea. I want the tea, how TV getting tea. I want the tea. So this is a tradition that, okay, I would need to know who started it, how long has it been going on, and is this a day before, a week before?
This is about an hour before. An hour before.
State?
Absolutely. An hour before the competition, my coach has this tradition every single year to go to Dave & Buster's. It's about 15 minutes down the road, so we thought, why not go? And then we introduced our new freshman, Amy Campbell, to this Dave & Buster's tradition, and I think it just gets a lot of positive energy out and sets the tone for competition, because obviously I'm going to be my coach in every game I can, including axe throwing, my favorite.
Competitor, clearly.
Yeah.
15 minutes before that is, that's going down in the books for me.
Yeah.
I've never heard coaches are like, lock in, pay attention, hydrate, eat right. Your coach is like, let's hoop. What? Like,
Go.
it's insane. Yeah. Okay, so you just came off the highest of highs. How do we bring our emotions back down to step into the field here, step into the ring to go to make your first team? How are we doing that?
Right. Well, this is my home next year, so I gotta go. I gotta transition into the home already coming in hot. Okay, so my main goal is just execute our tech, and everything else will follow. And that's something we've been living by for about 2 months now. So.
Okay, you said this is going to be your next home. Like you're going to live and breathe this track. It won't feel unfamiliar.
Oh, yeah.
What made you choose Oregon? Because you're Jocelyn Massey. What made you choose here?
First of all, Tracktown USA, everybody knows it. Everybody loves it. My coach, Brian Bluetrick, is one of the best coaches in the NCAA, and I feel like that was a very big driving factor in how I saw myself developing. He coaches, like, multiple Olympians, and his wife is an Olympian, so I feel like following that trend, I like his track record a lot, and I like this track a lot, so it's so beautiful.
Well, I cannot wait. We cannot wait to continue to follow that journey. Now I want to talk to the beast, Addie Stiverson. Okay, when I say beast, I'm talking about beast from how you throw in the ring to how you lift crazy numbers in the weight room. I don't know if you all know, but she's a power lifter. I'm talking about the weight that the body shouldn't be able to. You should walk past that because you're going to throw your back out. She's like, I can do it. Okay, Addie, yes, I want to talk about that. How do you think powerlifting has helped you when it comes to your throwing?
I would say, like, I learned strength before form in throwing. So that's definitely like the biggest part of my throw. Because my form's actually kind of atrocious, but I have the power to throw it, and I learned from a young age what to do and what not to do when I'm in the weight room. So I think that helped a lot.
And I saw you do a post where you said, this is really cool, like you can lift all day, but you have to have that agility.
Yeah.
I'm going to just jump to it. This isn't even in order. Girl, you ran the 100. You ran the 100, Addie.
I did.
Okay, so did you like it, and will we see more of this?
I was a sprinter in middle school before I started throwing, and I loved it, but then I got hurt and I had to stop. But I was at a track meeting, and the coach goes, it's cold, but we're going to win if you run. And I was like, okay. My teammate had spikes, and I was like, all right, I'll run it. And then I ran, and I was tight, but we got it done. So
That just shows she's a teammate and a gamer. Okay, this year you said you've had some ups and downs, right? To the outside world, to us, I don't see your ups and downs. You've been amazing, especially in the Nike Elite program, a staple for us. And then you've worked with Coach Stephanie. How has the Nike Elite program helped you through, those tough times?
I think, obviously Stephanie, I talked to her about stuff, but Dr. Otley,
Yeah.
she's amazing. When talking to her, it makes me feel so much better. So, like, I get stressed, and I'm talking to her, and she's like, no, just breathe. And I'm like, okay, so we're good.
Dr. Otley is our secret weapon, everyone. So both of you, from the outside again to the world, your technique, the way you throw, constantly going back, US number one. For you, what is that technique or that thing that you feel you've been working on, and if you get it down, it's gonna just propel your throwing to the next level? I know sometimes athletes are like, it's my footwork or it's my elbow or what for you is the thing you've been working on? I want the sauce. What's the thing for you?
You want to go first?
Yeah. So coming into Hayward at 2 p.m., my coach got me in the ring. He's like, okay, you're going to nail this entry down, and if you don't nail it down, we're going to be in trouble. So for me, it's the entry. We rotate on the inside of our left foot, and for some reason, I keep rolling off my left foot and doing the complete opposite of what he's trying to teach me. So that is probably one of my main cues right now.
Okay, and then Addie, you're not out of this.
Oh.
I see you try to give up the mic, and no ma'am.
Okay, so mine's a couple things, but like right now it's so like when you get to the middle and part of like the finish, like the actual end of the throw, you have to hold your upper body back so your hips can do the work first. And my problem is I want to do that, like I want to let the upper body do all the work before the lower body does the work, and then that makes my throws go short and high. So the goal is to hold back and let them go far and not high.
I don't know about you guys, but I think I can throw now. I've always wanted to be, just so you know, literally, I wanted to be a thrower at UCLA.
Oh, we gotta see that.
And they said the implement would throw you. So they told me to get out the way. So you two are going to be my coaches.
Okay.
We're going to work on
got
that.
You.
Ava.
She's ready.
Oh, boy.
You are the life of the party everywhere you go. I don't think I've ever seen you not smiling, except for when you're on the runway and except for when you're competing. but right after that, you're smiling again. What has it been like being in high school that you left early because you said, I'm a dog and I just need to go be with the dogs, Georgia? What has it been like being in an atmosphere where you were the best in your groups and now you're at Georgia and the smiles, yes, but when it's time to compete, it's over and over again. It's just relentless. What has that been like for you?
I think my teammates do a good job of everybody's kind of there for each other and supports each other. And I still smile unless I don't compete how I want to compete. But that's something I'm working on. And I think coming in and having people who are there to push you, it teaches you how to like trust yourself and do your race and your jumps and all the other things versus worrying about somebody else. And I think just having that support system really keeps everybody in that same environment.
So in a sense, did the Nike Elite program prepare you for that? Because last year, when you guys were taking a tour, you took social media on a tour. You ran up a hill that was about 200 meters. You regretted almost halfway through your walk back. You said it was a stank walk.
Yeah.
You said it. What is it like being around high schoolers at the time that are just killers like yourself, but smiling? Did that prepare you to go to Georgia?
Absolutely. I think being around everybody who has those standards for themselves of US #1 and, you know, everybody's kind of not scared of them, but they kind of are like, oh, they're going to win their event. Like, you kind of have that, not chip on your shoulder, but everybody knows you're good and you're running around and people are scared of you. I think being around other people who experience that and get kind of like that backlash from you being good or anything like that, you kind of get a sense of you're still like a normal kid at the end of the day, and you can hang out with people who go through the same things you go through and experience the same things, and then you get to see cool things through that and you can still laugh. But at the end of the day, everybody knows that if you have to work, you're going to work, because we all worked out on the trip.
Yep.
And everybody was still smiling, having fun. And I think that transition to college helps you out.
I'm going to ask you a tough question. Prepare yourself.
Okay.
I need the insider.
Okay.
I need you to just, maybe you have repercussions back at practice. That's okay. I'll try and get Coach Carroll off of you. I want the insider on Coach Carroll because you know her off the track, on the track. Is she really this nice?
She likes to say don't play with her emotions. So I think that if you don't play with her emotions, yes, she's very nice.
Okay.
And you do your job. Yes, absolutely. And even if you don't do your job, she's always there to like pick you back up and tell you that you have another chance and you still have a way to prove yourself. But she's going to get on you for sure.
You know, I was going to ask you about the switch that she flicks, right? Because I have known her for years as well. And when I say she is just a leader, and it's one of those like, I want to be like you. Yeah. What has it been like to see a woman in this position and just dominate, take over, and know she belongs?
I think just watching her walk around, everybody's like, Coach Carroll pulling her in different directions. Everybody says she's always on the phone. So, you know, her being such a like figure in like this sport, I think is a very big thing, because women in sports themselves kind of get that short end of the stick because we are females at the end of the day. And seeing her not only be such a big figure in the sport, but be a large coach in this sport, where you see most head coaches are still males, but yet she's still winning. I think that shows it's a testament to her character and how hard she works behind the scenes that a lot of people don't see.
So you're here for youth 20s. You were just here a year ago competing at nationals, NON. Now you're trying to make a team. How does it feel being back here, but knowing that pressure is a little different because you want to be able to put on that uniform at the end of this competition?
I think since I did leave early and being around girls that are like a whole foot taller than me and larger than me and can run a lot faster, being scared all season with them coming back here, I wouldn't say it's like a breath of fresh air because there's still a lot of competition, but it's kind of like, okay, these kids are my age. Like, they're actually, they haven't experienced some of the stuff I've experienced. They haven't lined up with some of them people, and even if they have, you know, I feel like I've got a little bit under my belt with, this season didn't go how I wanted it to go for me, but because I went early and got adjusted to the things that I didn't know I needed to get adjusted to, I think that kind of plays a role of how I'm ready to compete this weekend.
Look at you talking all mature. Do you see this? Exactly. Ava just being all mature. Okay, last question. I want to know, because you're speaking so mature, what advice do you have for your fellow Nike Elite athletes? I mean, she's walking off to life like you, being a freshman now, all starting all over again, learning all the new things. Addie's like, I'm still in the trenches here, got another year, I'm in the trenches. What advice do you have for them?
I think from coming out of high school being on top, you have such high expectations for yourself, and you're going to be really, really hard on yourself, but you have to take a step back and realize, like, you are really adjusting to not a whole new coaching program, but new training style, new environment, like everything is new. And as much as you want to put that pressure on yourself to be the greatest that you can be, because we wouldn't be on this Nike Elite program or be here if we weren't good. So you're going to have, like, expectations for yourself, and you're not going to meet them every single week. And I think understanding that you have to learn stuff is a big thing, because everybody who's doing really good or who's going to beat you, they went through what you went through, and you have to actually fail to do good. And as much as failing hurts, but it's going to teach you in the end to be good.
This is what this program is about. You see it, the maturity pouring back into each other. Okay, so I'm finished with my questions. Do you all have any questions? Absolutely.
Yes, for Jasleen, this is going to be the first time that you competed at Hayward Field after announcing your commitment, right?
Yeah.
So knowing that there's going to be a lot of Duck fans here, getting to cheer you on and watch you for the next few years, just how excited are you just to compete at Hayward, knowing that you'll be a Duck?
It's the start of a new beginning to me. So this is like the first time I've announced and competed at Hayward. So I feel like I said earlier, I'm coming in hot. So I'm ready to set good vibes for the ring, because I'm training here. I don't want to go out all sad. Okay, so I'm super pumped, super excited, and super ready to compete here.
Keenan.
Jasleen, with the success that you've had all season long, you are also a student. You graduated, of course, you're a student. You are a real estate license agent as well.
What? Yeah.
You've been able to throw these
She's
lifetime
grown.
arcs.
What are we doing?
Just how have you been able to just balance everything and still continue to have this success?
Well, time management is my key factor in everything. My schedule is color coded. So I feel like that's been a big help for me organizing my mind, my body, and like you said, real estate, track, and school. I'm out of school now, so it's a little less busy, thank God, but there's only 2 colors on my calendar now. So
Have you sold the house yet?
not yet, but I'm in the works of selling something in Laguna Beach.
Wow.
We talked about it a little bit on
Well, the median house price in Southern Orange County is 1.2 million, and Laguna Beach it's around like 2.1. Yeah.
Wow. Yep. that was so impressive. Okay, thank you so much, ladies. We're going to wrap up this. You guys did. I'm so proud of my field. I told you they're interesting. I love them. I'm going to work out with my coaches next.
The allergies got me.
I know, wait. I'm low-key allergic to every type of tree, so.
Oh my gosh.
Breathe. No, I know. And I have asthma.